What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 10 dumbest criminals caught on camera. Now, with there being so many different laws in modern day society, it's almost inevitable that some people think they could outsmart the system, but today we're looking at the 10 dumbest who, well, really aren't good criminals. Anyways, if you hate people stealing, make sure to click the like button. Let's shoot for our biggest like goal ever of 25 likes. If we can get that, we might post a part 2, but anyways, with that said, let's get right into the video. Number 10. So failing at one crime is pretty bad, but failing at a whole crime spree, well, that's even worse. I mean, this guy did manage to steal a car, but after that it all went downhill because he managed to fail at like 3 different crimes. I mean, first off, he tried to run down a woman, but thankfully he missed and he ended up just grabbing her purse and driving off. Then he tried to rob a hair salon, but hilariously there was no money in the cash register and he screwed up stealing a woman's purse in there too. With that said, the funniest thing he tried was breaking into a cash register at a drive-thru because he was forced to drive away when he realized it just didn't fit through the window.
The thief had a simple plan to get the till through the drive-through window. But try as he might, this was a case of a square peg and a round hole.
He had a fair attempt at it and he was quite determined to fit that cash register through the box. But yeah, I don't think anyone would have been successful in that attempt.
For nearly 2 minutes, he pulled, pushed, twisted and turned. Shocked staff watched on, at times hitting him to make him stop.
Number 9. Now, the first time I watched this, I thought it was something out of a comedy sketch show because it really doesn't look like it could be real. Basically, these 2 burglars are trying to break into a building, with one of them trying to break the glass while the other keeps watch. The thing is, when the first guy throws a rock at the window, it bounces straight back, hitting the lookout in the head and knocking him out cold. Now, you would think that would stop him, but he literally tries the exact same thing again, and this time he knocks himself out.
The surveillance camera. And what does he get for being such a quality lookout? Knocked out. The boulder his partner used drills him right in the coconut. Now that his cohort has completely disabled his partner and doesn't even check to see if he's okay, he decides to throw another boulder through the glass. Oops! He too enjoys a brick sandwich. The perfect crime was diverted by a powerful 1-2 window punch, making these quite possibly the easiest criminals in the history of bad crimes to catch.
Number 8. So this guy was actually trying to rob a gas station ATM and make a quick getaway, but honestly, all he really did was make a mess. I mean, first of all, it took him way too long to break the glass, and when he finally got inside, he knocked over a full display, but that was only the beginning. I'm not even joking, the chain he tried to tie from his car to the machine just snapped, so when he tried to pull it out of the store, all he did was actually drive away. Not just that, but once he realized he didn't even bother trying again, he just gave up, took the L and drove away. Number 7. Nobody wants to be caught in the middle of a crime, but being laughed at and then caught has got to be even worse. I'm not surprised the woman laughed though, because everything about this robbery was completely wrong, and it didn't even get close to stealing anything at all. Like, not only was he just waving around a butcher's knife, but he was also talking on the phone, so it was super easy for security to take him down. With that said though, before he hits the floor, he gets a good look at the bank worker laughing at him, and she even points out how stupid he's being to her friends. Number 6. Now, to be fair, this guy did actually manage to commit a crime, but what he did afterwards meant it probably wasn't worth it. I mean, he snuck off from his job unloading a plane with a small box under his shirt, and it turned out to contain a diamond worth $160,000. Now that's enough money to set you up for quite a while, right? Well, wrong, because this dude had no idea what it was worth. Like, he actually ended up trading it in for $20 worth of weed, and not just that, he was actually caught, convicted, and fired from his job within just a few days.
ABC 15, police say he's a thief who took a UPS package with a $160,000 diamond inside. Think he went on a shopping spree? Not quite. John Erickson is live.
A package went missing, and inside the box that vanished was a $160,000 diamond. Morrison allegedly stuck it up his shirt and walked off with the stone, something that looks like this. Brett Taubman owns House of Diamonds.
Any single stone over $100,000 is an expensive stone.
According to police, Morrison didn't trade the monster rock for piles of cash, didn't play deal or no deal until he found the right partner. Instead, he swapped it for about $20 worth of marijuana.
That's not a good deal.
Number 5. Okay, there are a few things you should never do when you decide to commit a crime, and the most obvious one is posting about it on YouTube or Facebook. That didn't stop this chick though, because she literally uploaded a video called Chick Bank Robbery, where she bragged about everything she'd done and called it the best day of her life. So yeah, you probably won't be surprised to know she got caught, but it doesn't end there, because she also did duck lips in her police photo and grinned when the cops came to pick her up. I mean, she must be crazy or she must just love jail, because seriously, like, who does that?
Note to accused bank robbers. It doesn't help your case to post yourself on YouTube, waving around cash and holding a sign saying, "I robbed a bank," while the band Green Day blares appropriate lyrics. And you might want to reconsider titling your video, "Chick Bank Robber." 19-year-old Hannah Sabata was arrested one day after the Cornerstone Bank in Waco, Nebraska was robbed.
Number 4. Everyone does stupid things while drunk. I mean, even getting arrested isn't that unusual, but this is one of the weirdest drunk crime stories I've ever heard. Basically, this dude showed up to a meat store after going out with friends and decided to break in and steal as many sausages as he could carry. Now, that's the point of the crime when you're supposed to make a quick getaway, but this dude just grabbed his coat and walked right back in. Even better, he actually fell asleep and didn't realize what he had done until the police woke him up the next morning.
Central Texas man. Police say 28-year-old Ricardo Cardona tried for 20 minutes to kick down the door at Hudson Meats on South Congress and finally succeeded.
He comes over to our cooler, grabs a couple sausages, goes back outside, and then comes back inside.
You can see he walks over to the 40-degree meat cooler. General Manager Scott Grumble says around 5:30 a.m., Cardona walks into the office, finds a coat, kicks his feet up, and falls asleep. All caught on security cameras.
Number 3. So this is one of those times where I would have given up way before this guy did, and if I'm being totally honest, that probably would have been a better decision. Like, this dude breaks into a store to steal a bunch of laptops, but he doesn't realize that they're all tied to the wall, so they just break apart when he tries to run away. The thing is, he figures it out pretty quickly, but for some reason he just keeps on trying, and he doesn't leave until he's wrecked half of the display for what looks like just one tablet. Number 2. I can't lie, this is actually a pretty relatable video, except for the actual crime part, you know. I mean, I bet most of you have walked into a glass store at some point or another, but to be fair, you probably weren't trying to rob a store at the same time. Anyway, this dude straight up smashes his way through one door and runs out of shop, but as he's leaving, he totally forgets which door he broke. And that leads him to run straight into a totally undamaged glass, and he ends up running away, probably wishing he had just stayed at home. Number 1. Here's the thing, if you're trying to commit a crime and you end up needing random civilians to help you, you should probably make a different plan. Like, these 3 robbers got the gas station attendants to give up their safe, but then they made themselves seem way less scary. And here's the punchline, they did that because they had to ask for their help to get the safe into their car. Not only that, but it turned out to be way too big, so not only did it wreck the vehicle, but it fell out as soon as they started moving. Whoops. and there's our video on the top 10 dumbest criminals of all time caught on camera. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use your community handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.